Hello everyone and welcome back if you're returning. If this is your first time clicking on one of my videos, hello and welcome, and I really hope you do come back. So for those of you that have never watched one of my messages before, I'm a seer. I tap into past, present and future energy. I'm a psychic medium and a healer, and I'm an open channel for the divine. And right now on this channel you will get twin flame guidance, you'll get spiritual guidance, sometimes both combined. So if you found this channel for any reason at all, just trust you've been brought here for a particular reason, and there might be an answer for you. So thank you regardless for stopping by, taking the time to click on this video, and whatever happens where you decide to stick around, I'd love to have you subscribe. And thank you to everyone who takes the time to subscribe, to comment, to like, to share, for all the beautiful emails you send me, all the love and support you send me via emails. I read every single email. And thank you always for booking my services and joining my Zoom events and all the beautiful things that you do for my channel. I love and really appreciate every single one of you. So, and all the love you send to me and the blessings and the prayers, I send it all back 10 times over to all of you. So thank you all so much. So I've actually got a really cold feeling coming over me here on my right hand side. So definitely a masculine energy coming through. So I'm going to use my rose quartz singing bowl again, because this is what I've been guided to do last night and again tonight. So I feel that whoever's watching now, it might be to help some people. It's the frequency of the heart chakra, and I'm going to use it in a moment to open the session. So I'll do my usual opening prayer, use the heart chakra singing bowl, bring in that tone, and as I use the singing bowl, just take some beautiful breaths in, just in through your nose, and then blow out as much air as you can. I always say it's to describe it as if you're deflating a balloon, like your tummy is your balloon, you're deflating. And as you do it, as I'm using the singing bowl, just invite your own guides and ancestors in to be present with you while you watch this, and they will help to give you some guidance and stuff as well as you watch this, and if anything resonates, etc, etc. So let's do it. So calling in heavenly ancestors, spirit guides, the archangels of love and light, and the ascended masters of the highest pure divine light. I call you in now for your love, your guidance, your blessings and protection throughout, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Thank you. Archangel Michael, can you please surround my children, my dog, my home and myself in a golden bubble of God's protection at all times, as I bring forward a message for the Twin Flame Collective. Can also request Archangel Michael that whoever watches this message online, you surround them, their loved ones, their home and their pets in a golden bubble of God's protection also. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Pardon me. Okay. Archangel Metatron, can you please stabilise the connection between myself and spirit, ensuring only clear and concise messages can come through for the Twin Flame Collective's highest and greatest good at all times. Thank you, Archangel Metatron. Sending love, light and gratitude. And so it is. Sorry, between my burps and I was seeing a white dragon in my mind's eye, and I was getting all very distracted there. So let's do it. Let's do it. So let's take that breath in. Take a deep breath in, just making sure I've got it in the stand correctly so the tone is okay. So let's do it. Take a deep breath in, hold, and then and just do that as long as I'm using the singing bowl, and that just clears the energy to begin. So let's do it, and opens up the heart space. I set the intention with this message to bring through the highest vibration of unconditional love and healing and blessings to all who connect with this message, channeled straight through the cosmic heart of Venus. And so it is. Okay, lovely stuff. Right. So, put that in there for a moment. Now, this is going to be a very, those of you who have been watching my channel for a while will know I occasionally just decide to do a little past life reading because if I feel a lot of past life energy coming through. I was wakened in the middle of the night and all I heard was, ah, ah, and then dum 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 dum, and I couldn't think what it was, and it was driving me mad. I actually woke up with that song in my head. And when I fell back asleep and I woke up this morning, I grabbed my phone. I was thinking, where am I recognising that from? And I thought, I'm sure I've heard that song on School of Rock. So I went on to the School of Rock soundtrack and I was reading through all the songs. I was like, no, that doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound right. Started listening to them all until I finally found it. Led Zeppelin, The Immigrant Song. So now, this could be to do with someone who is an immigrant, who, you know, they're from a different country or something for sure. But I do feel I was getting more Norse energy because when I looked up what the song was about, because in the song it talks about Valhalla, and those of you that know Odin is actually the one that looks over Valhalla, that guards Valhalla. And in Norse mythology, you know, Odin was he was the one that said to all the Vikings and things like that when they died or when they fought in battle, they would go into this Norse heaven called Valhalla. So there's something very much powerful. There could have been like a powerful masculine who's just as we say, come back online, who's just awakened to their power and their past life. So this could definitely be someone who resonates strongly with that Norse energy, Odin and Freya and Odair and all that kind of energy. So, you know, the Thor and things like that. And you could be someone who works a lot with Thor's dragon. So, and there's also a white dragon here, which I haven't got my dragon deck out, but I'm going to hazard a guess to say it's the Omega dragon, because it definitely feels like the Omega dragon. Okay. So, I'm going to start with my Akashic Oracle, because I used that the other night, and I've also got some past life cards. We'll get the past life influence. And I will also, I'm going to see which sacred site, the energy of which sacred site is coming through. Because I did see a card in the deck, and I want to see if it comes out on its own. So let's see. Past life influence, please, for this twin flame connection that I'm picking up on here. But yeah, it's got some intro, that song. Led Zeppelin. I mean, I'm sure I'd heard it years ago, but I'd never really, it's not a song that I listened to. And as I say, I just remembered it from School of Rock more than anything, and that's how I managed to find it. So, okay. Let him go. So, overall energy for this twin flame connection, please. Overall energy. What is the influences, the past life influences? What is this energy that's coming through? Okay, doubt. Now, if you look, there's two people in that card. So it's like a mirror. See, two people's got their back to each other and they look like twins. And it's strange because up here there's like love hearts. But there's also a lot of grey areas in between the hearts. So, and it's strange because one is kind of wearing bright colours and one is wearing kind of less bright, kind of more dull colours. So it makes me think that there's possibly it says for the cyclamen as the plant. So I do feel there's been something here in past life. Someone maybe has doubted their potential or has doubted. I'm just feeling someone who has doubted the potential here what I mean by that is, so say for example, because I'm really feeling Athena energy when I'm talking about this. So when I'm feeling Athena coming through, Athena was someone who empowered people to know that they could take on the challenges that they feared the most. The times when people thought they weren't good enough to overcome something, they weren't good enough to take on that challenge and succeed. And Athena always came through to help those to become the hero of their own journey. Empowered some of our greatest heroes in history, Heracles and Perseus and so many, to see their own strengths and their own valiance. So I'm feeling that coming through here. Someone doubted their strength, someone doubted their potential to overcome something in a past life. And maybe the masculine was also dealing with that in this lifetime. Okay, dependency. So it seems like this person in a past life, this masculine in a past life, dependency on something held them back from seeing that they could, see difficulties. And you know, I'm just trying to see if there's a plant on this one. Spring, spring, can't read that. Recessionor, I don't know what that says, but yeah, difficulties and the dependency. Wild chicory. Okay, I like how it's got the little plants to do with what the energy of the card is. So this is someone definitely who had doubts about if they could actually overcome something here, difficulties and dependency. So this has definitely been a situation from a past life where someone has not stepped fully, I feel this masculine has not stepped fully into their power. They've had a lot of difficulties. And if you look, this person feels like, you know, they're kind of, they're looking at all this overgrown, I don't know what it would be, plants or whatever, flowers or something. And it's almost like they're thinking, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to, you know, manage to get through this? Whatever, that's what I'm feeling. So, yeah, because it looks like poisonous, like maybe it's like foxglove or something. But I think what I'm trying to say is, in a past life, this masculine had dependencies on maybe a certain person, something, some sort of behaviour pattern, but it made this person doubt their own strength. But I feel this person has a lot of connections definitely to the Vikings and Norse energy and things. Yeah, see, something held this person back from success. Because I was asking the question in my mind there about what was this person stopped from realising their potential in, and it was success. So we could be dealing here with a masculine in this lifetime who they struggle, they have so much potential as a person. This could be a masculine that you could have said to them, like, you know, why are you working? You know, this could be someone who, I'm not saying working in a supermarket is a lowly job, but I'm talking about somebody who was doing something like that. You know, they could have been working as a waiter or a barman or working as a car salesman, something like that. And you could have said to them, you're amazing. You have so much intelligence and wisdom and dreams and knowledge, and you could be doing so much more with your wisdom and your intelligence, you know, writing books or whatever this is, because something in a past life held this person back from success. Okay, karma again. So, and the karma and the home, right? So it could be something to do with this masculine's foundation in a past life, and or maybe it's something to do with the fact they chose to go in an opposite direction rather than building a home, or something to do with their stability, something to do with their stability in a past life made them feel like they didn't have enough to offer or didn't have enough to succeed in something. The synchronicities on the bottom of the deck. So maybe this person never saw the signs and synchronicities in a past life. So I'm going to have a check-in a moment to the present day, but let me get one or two more from here. So professional. So this is all about someone who is good at something. They're good at something. And they're very, very good at something. They have, but also this person, if you look at all the people in this, it's all to do with career and, like, you know, professional people and things. So this person could definitely specialise in something that they're really, really, really good at. And in a past life, they could have been really good at it as well. But, you know, it's like almost like, so say this person wanted to, in a past life, this masculine may have wanted to build a concert hall, like Carnegie Hall or something like that. And they had this thing in their mind, like, I want to create this amazing concert hall and have the biggest orchestras from around the world. You know, the kind of greatest showman energy where he had this vision of, you know, bringing all this circus together and stuff. That kind of, I'm feeling that kind of energy. But it could have been something to do with this person's home and stability. You know, maybe they were responsible for a lot of things in a home situation, therefore they didn't have the extra money, or they stayed in a home situation possibly, or because maybe there was people dependent on them, or they were dependent on another home. But there's something from this person's past that they never learned a karmic lesson, or they hadn't paid a karmic debt or something. And maybe that was something that was holding them back. Okay. So love. Isn't love at the heart of every single thing? And there's something to do with love. And look at that, the savior complex and the battle. So the savior complex is someone who definitely wants to help everyone. And they end up with the weight of the world literally on their shoulders. And that's what I was feeling with this home card. This could be a masculine who takes on everyone else's burdens and takes on everyone else's problems. They may sometimes feel like they're fighting a losing battle. Now, because I'm feeling someone here, you know, who's on a treadmill, and they always feel they're getting somewhere. You know, I'm getting somewhere, I'm doing okay, got some savings, got plenty of clients in my business, etc. And then suddenly the treadmill speeds up, and it speeds up, and it speeds up, and it speeds up, and before this person knows it, they're right back to where they started, sitting on their ass on the floor. You know, it's like the treadmill just pushes them right off again. But there could be something to do with this person really having to take stock of the things that are important to them, prioritising love rather than focusing on the needs of everyone else around them. And I feel this is more to do with self-love. Yeah. It's more to do with self-love. So this person never realised their true potential in a past life. Yeah, see? Family. So this person definitely has had some sort of conditioning to put other people's needs before their own, rather than focusing on what they need, rather than focusing on the love they need for themselves. And there's open-heartedness and the loss. So it seems like this person, for example, if you met this person, if you were with this person in a past life, which I assume you were, and you were trying to get this person to see their potential, And they might have chosen to stay in a home or family situation because they were dependent on your masculine. And they gave up all their dreams and stopped realising just, you know, how much they could have done in that lifetime. And the same thing could have happened in this lifetime. For some of you, this could be the situation where your person felt like they couldn't leave a situation. So Lemuria, ley lines, crystal grid, Indian Ocean and nature. So this is someone who has strong connections to Lemuria. Abandonment, wounds, forgiveness, heartbreak, grief and unrequited situations. So there's definitely been some sort of, and I'm looking at the grief and I'm looking at the abandonment. So, and look what's here as well. Nordic, Vikings, Denmark, Norway, Greenland, Iceland, Sweden. So some of these places could be significant. I'll see what comes through in the sacred sites. And definitely Mayan energy I'm feeling right now as well. So the Mayans, the Vikings, powerful Norse energy. So this is a masculine, I feel, who's gone through an awakening and they're just starting to realise just how powerful they are. Now, I feel like in another lifetime you didn't manage to wake this masculine up. You didn't manage to awaken them. And that's why they stayed stuck in a situation. They didn't fully, because the reason why I'm talking about Athena is because I feel this person had a very important mission or a very important purpose in another lifetime. And you didn't manage to get them to awaken. And this person may have had, because I'm feeling this person got really sick and could have transitioned in spirit before they get a chance to see their purpose. Because now, I mean, this person could have worked themselves, you know, like they could have got sick, you know, cholera or something, one of those old illnesses, because they were trying to provide for a family or trying to keep a home stable. And they could have turned away from their love for you and focused on the people who were dependent on them. That's what I feel. Roman god or goddess. So a certain Roman god or goddess could be significant. So that Nordic energy. Affluence, royalty, fame, recognition and a leader. So I felt that there's something about this masculine. They are meant to be in the public eye or meant to be seen in this lifetime. And if you've awakened them, I feel like you've awakened a very powerful Norse energy. Someone who, definitely Roman god or goddess energy, but definitely someone who's had a lot of connection to Odin, pardon me, and the Vikings, but also connections to Lemuria and the Mayans. But this is someone who was definitely, has had lifetimes of being like a very affluent person. They could have had recognition in one lifetime, or they were supposed to get recognition in one lifetime. Musician, dancer, art, singer, staging. And look, movie legend as well. So this could have been someone who was, maybe this is someone you were trying to get to see their potential when it came to their creative talents, you know, art, music, writer. So 144, so 144,000, prophet, guardian, chosen and revered. So definitely this is someone who's part of that 144,000, you know, the 144 group. Yeah, galactic starseed and light worker. Okay. So Shambhala or Shambhala, whatever you want to say, Buddha, monks, temple, Hindu and Tibet. And in the bottom of the deck, royal bloodline as well. I'm going to get a few more cards. Give me one more from past lives about this, from this deck, please. Biblical, Christ, God, creation and crucifixion. Okay, so this person definitely has a lot of connection here to the Christ consciousness. I feel they have a strong connection to biblical times, whoever this masculine is. Royal bloodline as well. Now the royal bloodline can mean in a soul way, but also can mean a literal descendant of, you know, a royal line of some kind. But this person could definitely be a prophet, guardian, chosen, revered. So definitely Mayan, Norse energy, Lemurian, and I just split the deck on Venus, Arcturus, Lyra, Pleiadian, Sirius, Orion, Vega, Mintaka or Atlantean. So when this card comes out, I always just see which words come through the strongest. So Atlantean for sure. Yeah, Vega, Atlantean, Vega, Atlantean, and Arcturus, and Pleiadian possibly. So let me see. Married or in union in a past life. So you guys were definitely, there has been lifetimes where you guys have married or been in union with each other, but I feel this is one lifetime that your masculine chose. Oh my goodness, movie legend or musical icon. Whoever this masculine is, they are a celebrity. Now, if they're not a celebrity yet in this lifetime, they should have been. Because in past lives, they have definitely been a celebrity. Look, wealthy life of luxury. Okay, so whoever this masculine is, they've just awakened here to past life memories of the fact that they were supposed to, they're not supposed to be sitting as, you know, they're not supposed to be, as I say, a car salesman who's just, you know, selling cars all day. And I'm just using that as an example, by the way. You know, selling cars or waiting tables and going home, you know, to a karmic partner and loads of kids. They're supposed to be in the public eye. They're supposed to be, yeah, because remember I was telling you I felt this person could have transitioned into spirit before they had a chance to fulfill their... So this person is definitely meant to be in the public eye of some kind. And I'll find out a bit more. Atlantis, yeah, I did. I felt the Atlantis energy coming through. I felt Atlantean. Okay. Oops, that one just... Yeah, Celtic. So Celtic energy. So could have a connection to some of those Celtic regions, Wales and Ireland and Scotland, and I consider that up the very up top of Scotland towards like Shetland and stuff, that towards the Norse regions there as well. And some parts of England were Celtic regions for the clans and stuff as well. Like especially the kind of the time of the Druids, there was a lot of Celtic clans there. So Earth Warrior, Earth Warrior for Gaia, Twin Flame. So this is just confirming this is a twin flame from past lives. So animals and spirit guides. So there could be a strong connection to nature, especially with that Earth Warrior coming through. Tell me more about this masculine. Okay. So the Merlin lineage, so this is someone who has connections to the Merlin lineage. Now the Merlin lineage, for those of you that don't know, Master Merlin is the one we all most associate with because of Avalon and things like that. King Arthur and Merlin and stuff. But actually Master Merlin is just a title given to his alchemy, his magic. Because a Merlin is actually the name of the alchemist. And the Merlin lineage is an actual healing modality. It's an actual alchemy. It's a healing modality where you remove blockages in the body. And so Merlin's name is a very long, is a Welsh name. His actual real name is a really Celtic Welsh name. And he was a Merlin. His name is not Merlin. But the Merlin lineage is a very powerful healing gift, and I'm actually reading a book on it right now because I found out that I was part of the Merlin lineage. And so whoever I'm connecting to here, you're also part of that Merlin lineage, and you should, I can't remember what the book's called, but it's all about the healing gifts that come through from that Merlin lineage. So this is, whoever I'm connected to here, this is a masculine who also has this very powerful healing ability. This, you can alchemize, it is a magical ability as well. And you definitely could be wakening up to your gifts. You know, the fact that you can transmute very, very quickly. So Tudors, British monarchy, or connected to. So this masculine, I feel, is super powerful. Should have been some sort of movie legend or something like that. See, health conditions and sickness. This person definitely could be suffering from heart trouble, or you know, something like that. Pilgrim or apostle. Now you did get that biblical time, so this could have been someone who was some sort of apostle or pilgrim mentioned in the Bible. Give me a couple more from here, and then I'm going to, yeah, see, Lemuria came through again, and Asia as well. So let's see, anything else? Spiritual royalty, and there's a married and in union card. So you guys were definitely married or in union in a past life. And the kings are queens. So there's something, the masculine who I feel has just completely gone through I'm just feeling a resurgence of memory. There was one lifetime that this masculine did not manage to achieve. As I say, it could have been because they were held back by a family, or a family that was dependent on them, you know, and something like that. And the sisterhood or brotherhood of the rose, or brotherhood of the white, which is Melchizedek's brotherhood. So definitely could have connections to Melchizedek as well. And Celtic god or goddess. So definitely Celtic Norse vibes coming through strongly. So let me pull some tarot and see. So this person has made some sort of change here. Now I'm going to this, so let's get back into the present day. Although I've been kind of jumping backwards and forwards, let's see what's going on. Present situation for this masculine here who's going through this awakening. What time are we on actually? Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Can we get some guidance here on what's happening for in the present moment in the 3D for this masculine? We know. Oh, okay. Look at that. 8 of Pentacles. Didn't I say this person was, in a past life, they were just working constantly to sustain a family or a home? And the 2 of Wands. Now, the 2 of Wands can also be someone who's at a crossroads. But it can also be the fact that someone could be working on planning something here. So let me see. Clarify the 2 of Wands. Oh, yes. So your person could be going through some sort of legal situation right now, or this person is receiving justice for being kept back in a situation, for being held back here. And the karma cards in past lives could also mean that your person, it doesn't mean that your person is receiving karma. They could have received karma, but maybe they're actually deserving of karmic justice for being held back from, if this person got sick, like trying to look after other people, because I did feel this is someone who definitely, remember we got that, the saviour complex. They think they can help everyone. So there's some sort of, yeah, King of Cups. So this is a masculine who's currently in their emotions. Now, they could have water in their chart, obviously, or Libra. They could have strong Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But this is someone who is, I feel, emotionally ready here now. The Queen of Swords. So you could be coming through as the Queen of Swords, Divine Feminine, but let me just clarify. Clarify the Queen of Swords here. Oh, an ending with the Queen of Swords. Okay. So whoever's masculine this is, I feel they have been completely drained by a karmic energy who has, I feel this, remember I told you about your person on the treadmill and it would just speed up and then they'd come flying backwards and fall on their butt again. I feel this person has been working here to sustain some sort of family or a group of people who were dependent on them in some way with that savior complex. But I feel your person's getting karmic justice here. And there's the Strength card. So tell me about this King of Cups. And tell me about this Justice card here. They could be going through some sort of legal. Nine of Swords. Okay. Okay. So your person definitely feels like there was some sort of injustice here for you both. So I don't know what's happened here. There's been some sort of injustice for both of you, I feel. So tell me why this King of Cups is feeling in the Nine of Swords here. Okay. Right, okay. There was definitely challenges that stopped this person returning to you. Something was stopping this person returning to you. Now, I feel this person has so much love for you. So much craving and longing for you, and I think they have wanted to take action. And look what's right behind the King of Wands. Wow. The King and Queen of Wands. So this is like, you know, passionate about each other. You're both very motivated, passionate people, very creative. You know, you could both be musicians, you could both be writers, actors, something like that. I feel you know, like the ultimate stage couple, you know, like Kevin Bacon and Kyra Sedgwick, you know, that kind of, you're both so creative and so passionate about the stuff you love to do, whether it's books, writing, art, or something, music. So it's definitely something has stopped this person. I feel that this masculine should have had fame in this lifetime, but you were definitely, and remember we've got the cards of King and Queen, you were definitely King and Queen in a past life together. And remember you got the British monarchy, so that's interesting. Okay, so there is a love offer coming in here from this masculine. There is a love offer coming in. 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups. So tell me what, oh yeah, look at this. Oh, the Sun. Okay, and this is going to be a beautiful partnership. And look what's behind the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. So you could be saying 333. And right behind the Three of Cups is the Lovers. So this is a love reunion. This is a love reunion here. Now I feel even if you guys have met and you dated in this lifetime, or however you guys met, I feel this is the proper actual reunion. I mean, we always say when you meet your twin flame in this lifetime, that is the actual reunion. That is the activation. That is the reunion. And then when you go into separation, you come back into union, not into reunion. But for this connection, I feel this is the actual reunion of two very royal, very regal, very and you could be Roman god and goddesses, you could be Norse god or goddess, but I do feel you are spiritual royalty. Now where did my throat chakra go when I said that? Tell me why my throat chakra dried up when I was talking about the royalty. Right. So I feel this person, Five of Swords, this person has definitely been dealing with a lot of conflict here, maybe a lot of arguments and negativity and toxicity around them, and maybe it's because they never really spoke up and spoke their truth, but I feel like this person is now speaking up. They found their voice. This person now knows. They know that they are meant to be collaborating with you, working with you on something. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Tell me about the Five of Swords. Oh, yeah, see? And the Tower and the Moon. Something this person's seen clearly. Or there's, I mean, I feel this person, when they went through their awakening, they saw everything. Like, when I spoke the other day, excuse me, when I spoke the other day about when I connected with my mother and I saw my childhood memories like zip through my mind, it was amazing. It was just like I started to see everything, like holding the lambs, feeding the lambs with bottles of milk, and you know, and then hearing some of the bad stuff as well. You know, and so it wasn't all just good memories. I was remembering everything. It was like my childhood just like flicked through my mind, and it was emotional and it was beautiful at the same time. And I feel this masculine is now remembering. They're seeing what has been hidden, and I feel this person is now thinking. Where I feel this person's emotional because they're going, I should be here, and I'm stuck here. This person is remembering that at one point they had it all in a past life. They had their queen by their side. You guys could have been king and queen of Atlantis. You could have been, you know, part of. So yeah, Four of Swords. This person's been going through some sort of healing, and I did feel that this person was ill, sick in some way, physically ill. They could have, you know, been dealing with stress related stuff, but their destiny is calling. Destiny is calling. Yeah, this person, and with that Justice card, I feel that I'm just feeling this masculine has wakened up now and realised their true power and potential. Yeah, Three of Wands. I'm ready to take on the next step. I'm ready to take on this challenge because I know who I am now. Knight of Swords. Somebody's rushing in. Tell me about what happens when this masculine... is this masculine going to communicate with his Divine Feminine? Wow, look at that. Two big yeses. The Magician and the Four of Wands. Yeah. So... this person's definitely, I mean, the Knight of Swords is the fastest messenger of the deck. So this person is moving quickly, but I do think they have been held back here. There has been blocks with a Queen of Swords that they had to close out with. Now, it doesn't mean to say the Queen of Swords is an air sign. The Queen of Swords, some people see the Queen of Wands as a karmic energy. I see the Queen of Swords sometimes as a karmic energy. It just depends where she comes out in the spread. But there's the Queen of Swords, there's been an ending with a Queen of Swords. So there might have been someone here who was holding your masculine back for financial dependency. Yeah, see, Five of Swords and Four of Pentacles. Somebody was holding on to your masculine here. And it was causing a lot of conflict because I feel like your masculine has awakened and realised that they should be in the limelight. That's what I feel like. Your masculine knows they should be in the limelight for something 444. So that's, I feel your masculine has just woke up and went, why am I sitting in this little flat, working my backside off to subsidise this karmic partner and the children that I don't even probably know or might, I mean, I don't know, I'm just saying that it might not be that, but I'm just giving that as an example. You know, someone who wakes up and just realises that they're in the wrong life. That's what it feels like. I'm in the wrong life. I've woke up in the wrong life. So can you give me some of the can I get some of the keepers of light here that are working with this masculine to help him to see who he is, to help this masculine see who he truly is? Okay. Can Can I get some keepers of light that's helping this masculine to see their true value and worth? I'll just let them come out. El Moria did want to come out, so I'll take that out. Okay, Hilarion. Paul of Venetian, that's creative as well. That's art, music and creativity. Hilarion is healer. Okay, Saint Germain. So there's that Master Merlin energy. Master Merlin with that that Merlin lineage. So let's see. Okay. Can I get see? Oh my goodness, Odin and Melchizedek. Wow. Okay, so let's get these energies up and have a look. So, El Moria, awakening presence. The universe is with you now, wearing a cloak of protection and love. Now, we just saw 444 and I felt this is a very protected connection because I feel that this masculine is about to take on the spotlight. Now, he might not decide to be a singer in the spotlight or an actor, but he's meant to be seen and in the public eye somehow. There's something about him becoming very public or becoming a celebrity that's going to create his abundant timeline. It's something fated. Commander Ashtar, call to action. So it says, take charge, lead by example, and walk your talk. Now, I feel that this, remember I got the card of, one of the cards said about your person just finally taking control and taking the lead with that Three of Wands. We've got Three of Wands as well. So I feel like your masculine has, in past lives, they were held back with doubt, with not being, because if we go right back to the start, the cards at the start, and I feel that energy of Athena saying that this person, you know, you do have the potential to do this. You are capable of achieving all your dreams. But they had, in past lives, they had allowed a karmic to keep them stuck in a codependent, not a codependent, a dependent situation where your masculine did have this savior complex and thought he could save them, or, you know, if, you know, I'll don't worry, I'll make sure you don't lose your home, I'll make sure you're always fed, you know, in the past lives, and maybe in this lifetime they get stuck in that same pattern. So Hilarion, divine healing, definitely Archangel Raphael energy with this as well. So divine healing, it says honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. That's what I told you. I feel this masculine's healing from some stress related health issues, whether it's to do with heart or blood circulation, just exhaustion. I feel exhaustion. And Paul Venetian, experiencing grace, share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you now. I love working with Paul Venetian. He really does help with your creative spark when it comes to writing, when it comes to creating beautiful artwork. That's how I transmute. That's one of my, I transmute. When people say about my art, I wouldn't say I was the best artist in the world, but when people are close to my art, they feel happier. And it's because I transmute through my art, through my painting. And it sometimes looks like my art is actually coming to life, which sounds like a strange thing to say, but that's what most people say. They say it actually feels like your art. It feels like it could just start breathing any minute. And that's because I use art to transmute. So whoever I'm connecting to here, the masculine could now be using their creative, whatever their creative gifts are here to actually transmute as well. The medium, sacred vision, choose to forgive in order to heal, see the light in all, and remember that love has no boundaries. Now, the mediums are definitely, can definitely come through when there's about to be a union or a reunion for some of you. But they're also here just to make you understand your true worth and value, and also to see the light and love in everything you do. to see the beauty and the light and love in everything, every person, every part of nature, etc, etc. So, who came out after that? Yes, Saint Germain. Karma is releasing. Move beyond drama, create your own path forward, and make room for good energy coming in. So again, you know, Saint Germain is also a Merlin. And so the healing modality with Hilarion, and the art and the creativity with Paul Venetian, and now Saint Germain, tells me this is a very powerful alchemist who has a very important role in this lifetime. So I'm gonna just pull one more card. So Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from your experience. More inner study is required to further your progress. So I did feel for that card of the Brotherhood of the White, and I said that was Melchizedek's order, or that was one of his teaching, I don't know what the word you would call for it. You know, it was an order, it was called the Brotherhood of the White, and it was one of Melchizedek's order. He also had the Order of Melchizedek, but he also had the Brotherhood of the White, which was just teaching the Christ consciousness. That's why Melchizedek was one of Yeshua's teachers, and taught Yeshua all about the Christ consciousness. So this masculine could definitely be connecting. He could have actually been one of the apostles or something like that from the Bible as well. Odin, psychic insight. So it says, your third eye is open, see the truth for what it is and follow your intuition. Now, I told you when I realised that song was all about Odin and Valhalla and the Vikings, I felt this masculine had gone through some sort of powerful awakening that made him just see the truth all at once. And now that's why he is now feeling quite emotional, quite, I feel I feel like he's wakened up and he's realised that he's in the wrong place. I'm not meant to be here. That's what I feel. So I'm going to pull a sacred site that could be significant. I'll change my glasses as well. So let's see which sacred site is significant for this reading. Which sacred site around the world is significant at this time for this message, please and thank you. Let's see. Right, we'll do it up here. Okay. Let's see. Which sacred site would you like me to connect with at this time to close out this reading? I thought they told me to stop there, but they were stuck together. There's one up here somewhere. Let's start from the start again. Which one? This one. Okay. So, Machu Picchu! Machu Picchu! And on the bottom of the deck, Chichen Itza, I think that's, forgive me if it's wrong, but I feel it's a Buddha energy, and we did get the card of Buddha. Machu Picchu, wow. Okay, change my glasses quickly for this. Okay. So, Machu Picchu. So Machu Picchu is definitely significant right now. Okay, and the energy of Machu Picchu coming through for this message. So this is definitely someone who has strong Machu Picchu. Okay, energy focus for Machu Picchu is higher perspective, and the location is the Cusco region in Peru. So on the card before you is Machu Picchu in Tijuana, hitching post of the sun, one of the few surviving examples of such stones dedicated to the sun god Inti. The Inca believed that this stone held the spirit of the ancestors, which would leave it if it was broken. Fortunately, the Spanish never found Machu Picchu, so the deities of that place still reside there now. Where do you feel your spirit resides? If you sense a personal association with any special place, try visiting it or meditating on it and on its picture in order to tap into the memories of the past lifetime that may be associated with that particular site. This card's power symbol, a stone sun emblem, offers a medicine of transformation, connecting you to the primal energy of this land. Try the perspective visualization opposite to draw on the power of this site and allow it to allow you what has gone before and why so many of you may gain a better perspective on your own life as it is now through this sacred site. So, well, now, and Machu Picchu is very significant because Machu Picchu is actually coming alive right now. Gaia is almost resuscitating Machu Picchu. So that is significant in itself. So this was an interesting message tonight. But and just to close it, I'm going to pull one of these. Just I know we're already going to be there, but let's see. Okay, the power of your voice. Now, my throat chakra kept going, so this masculine could definitely have something to do with their voice, their singing voice. Okay, I have read this before, but I think, let's see. The power of your voice. For too long, the voice of the feminine, the heart's wise expression, has been silenced to make way for the voice of logic and learned knowledge to take the lead. Because of this, for generations after generation, many have been afraid to speak their truth, to speak out against what they feel is in their heart's greatest wrong or right, or to simply share their wisdom, especially if it's different from the masses that surrounds them. But the divine wants us all to share our unique stories and get new perspectives on the world, for that is why we are here and how we heal. If this message is coming to you today, know it's time to access your voice and share your truth with the world. You are not here to stay quiet anymore. Your voice is needed and you are being guided to recognize its true power. The sound frequency of your voice, your language, your unique tone, and the words you use heal and activate stuck people on the planet. No more will this sacred power of your voice be silenced. Let your voice be free. Shout your truth from the rooftops, own your wisdom, and sing on the stage of your life. The world is waiting for your fullest expression of who you truly are and what you came here to share with others. People are waiting for the healing frequency of your message. Spend time getting quiet to uncover the truth of who you really are in order to share the language of your soul with the world. And the language of your soul is light language. So, could be somebody with light language for you and this person. So I hope that's been helpful and you've enjoyed it. And I send you all so much blessings and love. God bless you, your home, your family and your pets. And God bless your union to come in with your special person very soon. As we all move on with our day or night. Dearest everlasting Father, thank you for all you do for us and thank you for this time we spent together today. As we all move on with our day or night, wherever we are in the world, would you go ahead of us, dwell within us, shine through us, blessing all those who cross our path. God of hope, would you fill us to overflowing today with all joy and peace by the power of your Holy Spirit. In Jesus' name, amen. Take care and I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Namaste.